thing on our agenda is our consent agenda.
I'll make the motion to approve the consent agenda as written.
I'll second.
Any discussion on the motion? All in favor of approving the consent agenda items by consent indicate by saying aye.
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 Same sign. That motion carries. Next, we have our officer reports, including first our recognition of Karen Hulke as Employee of the Month.
Yes, President Heine, Commissioners, Karen Hulke has been with the PUC at the Material Distribution Center. She is our Employee of the Month for February of 2022. She was promoted from storeroom clerk to storeroom operator in June of 2021. Karen has done a great job of taking on additional responsibilities of her new position. She is very detail-oriented in her work and strives to keep a very accurate inventory. She's always looking for ways to improve processes and efficiencies and will offer suggestions on how to improve them. She is very much a team player and a very valuable employee of the MDC and the utility. So congratulations, Karen Hulke.
I'll make the motion to recognize Karen Hulke, PUC admin for the Material Distribution Center as Employee of the Month for February 2022.
I'll second.
Any discussion of that motion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries, and congratulations to Karen. Next is to consider a resolution regarding the gas supply agreement with the Minnesota Municipal Gas Agency.
Yes, Commissioners, you have seen this agreement. It's been brought before you previously at the January 25th meeting. However, we needed to do this by resolution, so it's being brought to you again. Just a note, during this time, the markets did give us an opportunity to close upon those bonds or to price those bonds. So we sold them on Friday, March 11th, and the sale produced a discount of 33 cents per MMBTU. So we're anticipating the closing of the bonds on or around March 31st, 2022. There was an original natural gas agreement that was with your original packet that was updated today. There was some volume changes for the final document, so just want you to be aware of that. But basically, everything else is the same in the document. You're just approving it with resolution.
I'll make the motion and offer the resolution and waive the reading to approve the natural gas supply agreement with Minnesota Municipal Gas Agency agreement.
Second.
Any discussion of the proposed resolution? Hearing none, we can call the roll.
Commissioner Fingland?
Yes.
Commissioner Shaunis?
Yes.
Commissioner Visser?
Yes.
And President Heine?
Yes, the resolution passed. Next, we want to recognize Dave Keane for his many years of service.
Yes, Dave Keane has been the power plant supervisor, chief engineer with the electric production department for nearly 43 years of service. He was started as a fireman trainee with the electric production department May 1st of 1979 and was then promoted to the chief operator in 1990, plant operator in 1994, and then the assistant chief engineer in 2000. He was the assistant chief engineer until 2018 when he was then promoted to the power plant supervisor chief engineer. This is the position he held until his retirement from the PUC, which was on March 1st of 2022. So we congratulate Dave on his retirement.
I will offer the resolution and waive the reading commending Dave Keane, Power Plant Supervisor, Chief Engineer with the Electric Production Department for nearly 43 years of service with the New Ulm Public Utilities Commission.
I will second.
Any discussion? Go ahead and call the roll.
Commissioner Fingland?
Yes.
Commissioner Shaunis?
Yes.
Commissioner Visser?
Yes.
And President Heine?
Yes, resolution passes, and also congratulations to Dave. Beth is next, right, to discuss cogeneration and small power production rate schedule.
Yes, thank you, President Heine and Commissioners. We are asking you to approve the revised New Ulm Public Utilities Cogeneration and Small Power Production Rate Schedule for 2022 to be effective with the May 1st, 2022 billing. This rate schedule replaces the schedule of net energy billing rates that was approved at the January 25th, 2022 Commission meeting. The updated cogeneration and small power production rate schedule also includes a new grid access charge applicable for all distributed generation installations which select the net energy billing or the rollover credit rate after May 1, 2022. Also attached to your agenda item is the New Ulm Public Utilities Cogeneration Report as of 12/31/21, which outlines the number of qualifying facility connections and installed KW on the system. Currently, New Ulm Public Utilities has 15 qualifying facilities with a total rated capacity of 144.13 kilowatts on our system. There are 8 residential and 8 small commercial customers that qualify.
Why is this replacing the one we did in January?
We referred to a consultant who helped us to revise our cogeneration and small power production rate schedules to more current language, and a grid access charge was added.
Sure, okay.
I'll make the motion to approve the revised New Ulm Public Utilities Cogeneration and Small Power Production Rate Schedule for 2022 to be effective with the May 1st, 2022 billing.
I'll second.
Any discussion of the motion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Same sign. Motion carries. Next, we are considering the purchase of a bucket truck.
Yes, this truck is for the Electric Distribution Department. It is in the budget for 2022. The budget amount is $295,000. You can see the account number there. This truck will be replacing an old unit number 7, which is a 2005 GMC crew cab bucket truck. It's 17 years old, and it has wear on it. The truck was purchased through Sourcewell, and it was on the federal bid. Terex Utilities got it. The Unit 7 will be brought before the commission for surplus once we receive the truck, but it could be quite some time before we receive the truck. It could potentially be a year to 2 years before we actually get it, so.
Wow.
Well, it's like 100, or, not 100. How many pages is the quote?
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah.
I'll make the motion to authorize the city manager to accept the quote from Sourcewell 2022 contract 110421-TRE for a new Freightliner T-Rex regular cab bucket truck for $289,438 plus tax.
I'll second.
Any discussion on that motion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Another truck, this for the wastewater department?
Yes, this is a Freightliner truck that was actually accepted through the state bid. Truck Center Company's got that. It's in the amount of $100,082. This also was a 2022 budget purchase in the amount of $120,000. The truck, the old truck 38 will actually be used as a trade-in against the new truck. So this as well, probably we will not see for about a year.
Okay, I'll make the motion to authorize the city manager to accept the state bid from Truck Center Companies for 2023 Freightliner M2112 conventional chassis semi-tractor in the amount of $100,082.
And I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carried. And now Nate is presenting regarding a possible server, backup server.
Yes. Right now, we have our backups stored off-site, but that's data only. In these days where we have a lot of lead time for equipment, if we have any of our servers go down where we need to replace them, we may not be able to get new servers in a timely fashion. And so part of the strategy for that is purchasing an additional device to have off-site where we store the data. And that way we can start up our servers in another location within minutes or hours rather than having to wait weeks for new equipment. So in the scenario that we were to lose servers, might be weeks or months before we'd have our finance system back up, our utility billing system. It could take a potential long time. And so this server, we'd like to use the funds that the commission approved to carry over to this year to purchase the equipment that would enable us to do that.
Where are you thinking we would locate it? Okay.
We have another utility building that we have fiber to. I don't really want to say it on camera.
Okay.
But I can tell you afterwards if
Okay.
you'd like, off camera, yeah.
Okay.
Is this enough to have a complete backup of all of our current servers?
It is actually. That's a great question.
Okay.
Yeah, we had an option between two servers. There was one that was slightly less expensive, and we could have had most of our servers up with that. This one actually, we can have almost all of our servers up and running within a few minutes. It would take snapshots I think right now we're configured to take snapshots every hour. And so it'd replicate that off to the other server. So potentially the worst case scenario would be losing an hour's worth of work.
I'll make the motion to approve the purchase of a disaster recovery server from CDW-G in the amount of $36,021.
I'll second.
Any discussion of that motion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Guess then we only have our report of claims.
I'll make the motion to accept the list of claims paid to the amount of $3,650,779.79.
I'll second.
Any discussion of that motion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Is there anything else that we need to discuss today before we adjourn?
The only thing was we were going to have a meeting to discuss at some point after.
Yeah, we
Council.
can do, I can do a reminder, just to remember that after the April commission meeting, directly after, we're going to have a working session to discuss topics to be brought to the commission.
Okay.
So there will be an agenda that will be, or agenda will be sent out to you as a reminder as well.
Okay. And that'll be after our April meeting.
Yep, that'll be
Okay.
after, at 5 o'clock or
Okay.
somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, anything else? All right, well then we are adjourned.